Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about last night's situation that happened in the live stream. Now, most of you guys that were there to witness what happened, and those that weren't there and are questioning it, here's what happened. I was giving away Robux, and I was also playing some games with the people that were there. Now, certain individuals in the chat were extremely excited for getting Robux. People kept spamming their usernames. People kept asking, was this real? And then came a certain point in the giveaway where the giveaway was actually over. We were down to the last person to give some Robux, and then that was that. I was finished with the giveaway. There wasn't enough left to give away to other people. We had a whole bunch of people showing up 2 hours late and asking for Robux, and I told them, listen, I don't have any more, but if you guys stay subscribed and you stay in the group, maybe the next time I can give you Robux. It literally says it in my description, and I literally said it in the live stream. But yet we still have people coming in asking, spamming their username, and then we had people starting to say things that they shouldn't say. And this one particular person, SonGoku, you might have thought I forgot your name. I didn't, sir. What you said was downright wrong. It was hurtful, but I didn't cry about it, you know? And this is something that is still going on in the world today. No matter where you are, racism still exists. And what he said, ladies and gentlemen, was a racist remark. It doesn't matter what type of remark it is, whether it was a reference, a racial slur, it didn't matter. He said it out of his mouth in a live stream with people there, you know? And that is the point of emphasis that I was basically trying to tell him. Like, you weren't here by yourself. You're here with a couple of other individuals who actually can see your message, you know, before it was retracted by one of my mods. So he says this because he didn't get Robux, ladies and gentlemen. So here's how the situation went, and let me know in the comment section personally. Please let me know personally if you agree with how I handled the situation. Now, as you guys know, people say some of the craziest things in chat just so they can be noticed. So this is exactly what I thought was the situation that was going on. He wrote that his grandma died, can I have Robux? Literally, the way that I'm putting it in the context of the sentence is how I seen it on my screen. And that's how I thought he was saying it to me. He's using his grandma's passing as a way to get Robux. Like, you don't do that, bro. You really don't. Losing someone is not funny, and it's not meant for you to use that as a, you know, like a type of front, you know, to get noticed. Because, mind you, I'm looking back and forth at the chat, I'm playing in a game, I'm doing all of this on one particular screen. But I did have my laptop open at some point because I was streaming through Facebook and also just streaming through here on Roblox on YouTube. So I was looking at Facebook chat, answering a few people over there, and then I was over here on Streamlabs doing my YouTube stream on Roblox as well. So I'm looking at the chat and I can see your messages. I'm reading it out and I'm replying as fast as possible. You know, that's something that a lot of other streamers really don't do. They don't reply as fast. They'll notice messages and everything like that, and sometimes they'll just either keep going on with their thought at the moment, or they have to scroll back up and see what you said or something like that. But that particular message, it like caught my attention, and I just had to stop him right then and there. I said, you don't use your grandmother's passing as a way to try to get my attention, because I saw your message. And then he's like, no, I'm not doing that. And then I tell him, listen, you're not going to get Robux because of that message. I didn't like it. Like I said, I felt that the context of the sentence, it was out of whack. So I felt like, I'm not going to give this person Robux. Have I been making, the wrong decision? I would have came back and said, okay, I'm sorry. Let me give you some Robux. I didn't know what you meant. It's not like he tried to defend his comment. He didn't say, she really did pass away, but I just really wanted some Robux. All you had to say was, please, can I have some Robux? You kind of skipped over my name. It was right there. And then he kept calling me a liar, saying this, that, and the third, and then boom, a racial comment comes out. That's why your ancestors picked cotton. Out of nowhere. I don't know what made him jump to that sort of, that's why your ancestors picked cotton, sentence. I don't know what made him jump to writing that, but he wrote it in a live stream. And you had other people that saw it, and some people were just like, what? Even one of my moms was just like, why would you do that? That's disrespectful. At this point in time, I'm 29 years old. A lot of people that are in my stream are not my age, half my age. They're like teenagers. Some are younger, and some are close to my age, but not exactly my age. I don't disrespect anybody. I try to treat everyone equally. I even stand by treating people equally. I tell you guys all the time about support on support on support. As you guys saw, CDTV Dad was there. I'm in his stream. He came by, returned the favor by being in my stream and everything like that. Snug Life replies to me whenever I message him. He doesn't say I'm asking him too much or anything like that, So this is what I mean by a support system. This is what I mean by treating others the way you would want to be treated, And I'm just like looking at this guy at this point. I'm like, he's lucky that my channel is not a large channel, because the amount of viewers I had I been bigger, the amount of viewers would have been bigger, and all of those people would have saw that and started reacting and started, a little like a little riot or something like that. It's 2021, and for this kid, he could have been a kid, he could have been a teenager. It's hard to know when we're behind screens and everything like that. I give you guys the 100% utmost, detail to detail information. Even when you don't want to hear it, I tell you guys the honest truth, and I am that age. I am 29. Yes, I am African American or black, but for him to go and say that to me in a stream, it was just way too much for me to handle, And then he said, are you going to cry? It was just a joke. That's not a joke. It's not funny. That's not a joke. That's very, very serious. You're going to have a lot of people not, not talking to you at this point for saying something like that. So when I stream later on today and you see the name SonGoku, I'm not going to really be talking to this person. And then let me tell you exactly what else happened, ladies and gentlemen. So after all of that, he says it was a joke, and I tell him that it's not a joke. Then one of my mods says that's not a joke and it's not even funny. Then he says this: I didn't think there were still racist people in the world today. What world are you living in, bro? Yes, racism still exists in all forms. Like, in all forms. What you're talking about is probably slavery. Slavery, I don't think exists. I'm going to say I don't think, because I haven't been all over the world. There could be, slaves in Mexico or something like that, underage children working against their will and stuff like that, that's a form of slavery and everything like that. So that could very much still be a problem that we don't know about, but as far as like a major slavery organization, I don't think those things exist anymore. But It doesn't matter. What he said, he shouldn't have said it. You know? And then after him saying it was a joke, he didn't know, racism still exists in the world. After he said those two things, then he tries to apologize several times, and I'm just like, dude, I'm done with you. Like, there's no accepting your apology. You don't get over something like that. That's a strong wording. You shouldn't have used that. Most people, they get angry when they don't get Robux. They'll say, I'm unsubscribing or I'm disliking this video. That's fine, But for you to go to that great length for not getting Robux, it's just really, really sad, bro. Just really, really sad. Like, I really did not know exactly what to say right then and there in that moment. But I was just done with the dude. Like, I don't know why he did that. Over some Robux. It was not that serious. If you would have came out and said to me, listen, Skills or Barry, because I give people the option. They can call me by my real name or they can call me Skills. I give people the option. And all he had to do was say, listen, I know you've been picking a lot of people at random. Can you at least pick me, please? I would really love the Robux, or I really need the Robux. Try to explain the reason why you would really need it. If he would have came out and explained why he needed it and not try to use his grandma's passing, then I would have said, you know what, here, take these Robux, enjoy. I try to make every single person happy. My group does not have a consistent buyer. The people that have all of the OG merch and everything like that, yes, they have literally everything, but you don't have people that are gonna keep buying the same outfits over and over and over after they already own the outfit. So that's what I'm telling people. My group doesn't bring in that many funds. That's why I try to keep my giveaways small, because if I try to do 25 Robux per person, that's not going to be enough, and streams, they start to fill up. I keep telling this to people. Whenever you see in a title free Robux, people are going to show up. People that you haven't seen in your streams, people that you haven't seen in your comment sections, is going to be a bunch of new people, because everyone loves getting things for free. And I literally said that, and this happened. A whole bunch of people showed up. Yes, it wasn't over 100, but it was enough of people that I've seen in the stream asking for Robux, and at that point, I'm like, you guys came 2 hours too late. You should have been here. I've been giving out Robux for almost 2 hours. I've been playing with friends and new subscribers for almost 2 hours, and you new people that are showing up to the stream, you're 2 hours too late. And oh my god, like, it got me so angry. I'm just like thinking about this, and I'm like, I wrote this on Twitter, and Jack, she commented, like, she would have popped off too. Like, you gotta understand, certain people's background, you don't say certain things to another person. Had that been like a face-to-face situation, we would have had to scrap. Like, we would have had to fight. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, like, I've been through a lot in my life, and yes, I've been around for 29 years. That's how old I am. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. So, from my background, being raised in the Bronx, I was born battle tough, and then I was fortunate enough to live through 5 boroughs growing up. Born and raised in the Bronx. So I lived in the Bronx my entire life, and then once I started to get into adulthood, I started to move around with my sisters. I went to Queens. I went to Brooklyn, I used to pass through Staten Island and all of that, going through school, taking the ferry and everything like that across the water, and even Manhattan, going to school there and everything like that. The experience as a New Yorker living in the 5 boroughs, you start to gain a lot of knowledge, and a lot of street cred. And I'm telling you, had he said those words, like, to me, face to face or something like that, we would have been fighting or something like that, And it's crazy because I'm like telling people that are commenting on my Twitter, who said this? Like, what right person said this? And I'm like, I don't know the person, but he was in my live stream and he said this, you know? And people were just like, yo, that's unacceptable, you know? And for it to come from a Roblox sort of community where a person would say something like that, it's really, really disturbing, you know? And hopefully, just hopefully, we don't have any more of that in my streams, you know? So I'm thinking, like, I might have to just, you know, take a break from doing giveaways because I gotta let the air, you know, clear up, because that was crazy. I'm literally trying to make something of this video. I'm really trying to make like a powerful, like, you know, statement here. But at this point, it's just common sense. You know, you should not be embracing and supporting racism. You know, you should not be saying things out of anger because you didn't get something. There are so many things you could have said, but you didn't say those things. You went straight to a racial remark because you knew I was going to catch that racial remark. And that's exactly what happened. I caught it in the live stream. And then you apologize. You said this, you said that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, to top it off, he tried to throw money at me. He said, oh, I can donate you $10. I can donate you $20. I can buy some of your merch. Bro, I don't want your money. You thought money was going to make me happy? Like, you just hurt my feelings and you think I'm going to, you know, just forget everything over $10? What you said just took us back 100 years, bro. Like, are you serious at this point? And of course, I allowed him to stay in the live stream. You know? I didn't say, oh, this kid, I'm just going to hide him from the channel and everything like that. No, he was still there chatting. I was there chatting with him. But at this point, I told him, like, listen, don't say anything else, bro. That's it. I'm done. And he's like, oh, you sound like you're going to cry. I'm not going to cry, bro. At the end of the day, it's sticks and stones, you know? Words, yes, words can hurt, but I'm not going to let them bring me down. You know, I've been through too much over the years to let what you say get to me, but it did get to me. That's the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. I have never had something like that said to me. I've been beaten on by, you know, bullies and everything like that. I've been cursed out by family members and stuff. You know, we had all our scuffles and everything like that growing up, but I have never had anyone say anything racial to me. So that was the first time, and I'm just like reacting to it for the first time in 19 years. So hopefully you guys can understand my situation. Once again, let me know, was I the fault in this? Should I just gave him the Robux and not made a big situation out of it? Or do you think what he said was a little bit sus about his grandma passing and then asking for Robux? Because that's how I viewed the context of his sentence. It sort of felt like he was using her as an, you know, as an excuse to get Robux. Did his grandma really pass? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.